The history of the piano. The piano is one of the most popular musical instruments. Piano is a musical instrument that is relatively easy to play, because you are only required to press each note or key on the piano using your fingers. Every key on the piano is connected to what is called a hammer. When the piano player presses the keys, the strings in it will automatically produce sound. Of course, each string has a different length, as well as different sound results. This one musical instrument player is called a pianist. Usually a musical instrument that is identical to two colors, namely black and white int, used to accompany, or make a musical instrument. The piano itself is usually played when accompanying several genres such as pop, R&B, jazz, blues, even rock music is not uncommon. So do not be surprised if this long-form musical instrument is always present in every musical performance. So, for those of you who can't wait to know about the piano, let's take a long look at the history of the piano. The early history of the creation of the piano musical instrument. This one musical instrument also has a history that continues to grow from ancient times to the present. At first the piano was created by Bartolomeo Cristofori. He is one of the great composers from a country whose capital city is Rome, Italy. Bartolomeo Cristofori succeeded in perfecting the piano version that had been made by reliable composers from Italy, precisely in the 18th century. Because at first when the piano was created, the sound produced was not as loud as before it was perfected by Bartolomeo Cristofori. The reason why the piano at that time didn't have a loud sound was, the string tension wasn't as strong as it is today. Although at first the common people were still confused and at the same time a subject of debate, who is the originator of this musical instrument with the name piano. Because in other historical records, there have been found musical instruments with working principles such as the piano in 1440. However, many people admit that Bartolomeo Cristofori was the creator of the piano. Historically, the piano was born out of a desire to combine the beauty of a note with the power of the harpsichord. It was from this desire that prompted several reliable composers such as Marius, Schroeder, Saxony and also Cristofori. They come from different regions: Paris, Padova, also Italy. The history of the world's first piano. Of course, the first time the piano was made, it didn't take the form it is now. Through several generations as well as processes, then we can see the piano as it is today. When it was first shown, at that time the piano only had a string frame using a wooden frame so that it could not withstand the high tension that came from the piano strings. Therefore, in the 19th century many musical performances were held in large buildings. The sound of the piano is not able or less evenly heard in every room of the building. Departing from that incident, the thought arises if the piano frame is made using iron. Early history of the piano shape revolution. Precisely in 1800 with the originator of the idea named Joseph Smith from England. successfully created a piano frame with all its materials using iron metal. With that, Joseph Smith succeeded in making a piano with a very strong string tension, so that the resulting sound is even louder than before. Then the innovation of Joseph Smith began to be imitated by other piano makers. From this concept, another innovation was created by the Erard brothers in 1822. They patented the double escapement action, which is a system related to the way the piano musical instrument works. In its development, before the piano as it is today, it has 88 keys. Who would have thought that before that the piano only had 5 octaves of notes and 62 keys? The way the ancient piano worked was also complicated. Because to play it, a pianist must pedal using his knees. But this is the forerunner in the manufacture of the modern piano, which developed in a popular country such as England. Then the development of the piano did not stop there. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the piano managed to dominate the world of music.
Furthermore, around the 17th century pianos were made in various forms. Starting from a piano model with a towering string design, until finally it became lower after John Isaac Hawkins remodeled the piano holder to be parallel to the floor. Not wanting to be left behind, Germany also created a piano, called a square piano. This square piano has the characteristics of being lighter, and the price is not expensive. This type of piano was able to last quite a long time, namely until 1860, as a musical instrument of choice for the people at that time.
Until now, the piano also continues to change shape and various innovations. For example, in this modern era, traditional musical instruments, such as the piano, were developed into digital pianos, electronic pianos, and keyboards.